a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hurricanes will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Culliver. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Let's go! Lopez to pass. Pocket breaking down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's gone. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Lopez to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period.
Miami, 14, North Carolina, 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing.
And they get him down.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver comes in motion. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Hurricanes get enough for the 1st down. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some...
Right down the gut of the field. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Miami. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Immediately fires to the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Tar Heels are on the move. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And, Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the keeper.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
The Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Canes want to move quickly. To the air, it's back. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
First down. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Beck. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads quickly. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Puts it out of the air. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Finds a tight end, and the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Tar Heels are marching down the field.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look at them.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires it down the seam. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's a seam wide open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Miami, 28. North Carolina, 17.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
North Carolina, 17.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Finds his tight end. Hey, midfield, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Quickly to the tight end. It's a running room. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Wide open spaces. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Calls his own number. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Looking to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Pringle. He'll toss it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Miami 35, North Carolina 30.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, Dave, and so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, a lot of space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Pringle. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Intercepted. A turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Canes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Culliver. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Culliver. He's loose. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. On to attempt to try. Splits the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been